Today on NewbieVeT, got a special guest. We got my girl, Alona Guillory.
Hello, hello, hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
How's everything going for you?
Everything is going pretty good. In my
Pretty going
opinion.
out too. Okay. So how's everything going with like with kids and just everything?
You know what? Everything is really going good with them. You know, everybody's doing well. Everybody's bouncing back. So.
Bouncing back. Sorry for the tragic loss. We got to get into it. It kind of took me by surprise. But just from my family to yours, sorry for your loss and stuff like that. But has it been hard to cope, like get through that?
Yeah, I mean, shit. I think it's hard with just about any loss, but the loss of your spouse is definitely a very difficult, almost impossible loss. It has definitely been hard to deal with, but I am going to therapy, and I have decided that I'm going to just kind of amp it up as far as my acting, and just kind of fill my life with some good positive activities. I got great support team. Not just my mom and my siblings, but like my best friends here. Everybody has really rallied around me to try to not really fill the void, but to try to just let me know that it's okay. And that it's okay to not be okay. Right. So, it's been difficult for sure. I mean, it hasn't been that long. I think it's 4 months. It's been 4 months. So, it's pretty fresh. Me and the kids are still dealing with it, but I've managed to at least express myself and let it out in a positive and constructive way without being absentee in the lives of my children and in the lives of the people around me. So.
Yeah. So, for someone that goes through that tragedy like that, do you suggest therapy? You think they should go through therapy? You don't think somebody can find other outlets to get that off, or you think
it takes both?
Okay.
It takes both.
Okay.
You need an outside outlet to kind of, again, maybe I'm saying fill the void, but we're just gonna go with that, to maybe fill some of the void, especially if you've been a spouse. So like if you've been working, if you've been with this person for so long, you're used to being in a pair. You're used to being in a team. So not being able to be like that is quite difficult.
Right. So
filling that in with positive things, like I started working out. I work out every day. I go to the gym. I now started boxing, Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu. I've been feeling along with my acting. I've done the same thing for the kids. They have all their extracurricular activities and everything. But therapy is definitely, I suggest it. I don't care if you don't believe in it or not. You never really understand what it does for you until it happens. And it's not that that you're not weak. I mean, that you're weak or whatever, but sometimes you really need the perspective, just completely non-judgmental. Shit I can't say to my mama. Stuff I can't tell my friends. You know what I'm saying? Things I can't say to my kids. You know what I mean? So to have a person there who knows what you're going through, because they've either went through it themselves or they've just had that experience with so many people in mourning that it's just second nature to them to be able, they're not going to say the right things.
Right.
But they're going to help you, get your little jigsaw pieces of your life together, at least.
Yeah.
It definitely helps. It helps to talk to somebody and tell them all of my deep, darkest things that I'm thinking that goes through my head. So, yeah.
Right.
I suggest it I suggest it even without a loss, but in something like this, to pull you out the rabbit hole, you definitely should see a therapist.
Yeah. So, you got back to work, like once you know, how easy it was for you to get back to work, like start back, like trying to go back to your normal life, even though things ain't gonna never be normal again. But like, you know, how did you get yourself worked up to get back to work and stuff like that, and getting back, like getting your head into, I gotta film more, I gotta do more, I gotta get more connections and stuff like that, because you're a heavy Clubhouse person.
I am heavy on the Clubhouse, please. Heavy on the Clubhouse. Follow me on Clubhouse. You know
how
what I'm saying?
How you found out and got on about it?
Actually, a friend of mine invited me to the Clubhouse one day. I don't know what I was going to do. I was going off and I was doing something anyway. They were like, you got to get on this thing, this app. It's okay. So I hopped on Clubhouse and I just started talking to random people. Have a random conversation with random people and just connecting with people.
Yeah. So what's your summary on Clubhouse? Like, what makes it different than any other social media?
I think Clubhouse is a blessing and a curse. And I say that because I was actually just talking about it with some Clubhouse people. Right. It can be a little addicting only because right now everybody's kind of at a stop move as far as how they live their life. And you're not getting as much of that human interaction that you used to.
Right.
You know, and it's all fun on Instagram and it's fun on Snapchat and things like that. But like Clubhouse provides you with something that no other one does. It provides you with actual human interaction.
Right.
You know, via voice. You know what I'm saying? Like
so
sitting on the phone. Sitting on the phone with your friend all day long.
Right.
With a bunch of friends all day. I don't know if you remember, because I'm going to date myself right now. But back in the day, they used to have like the 1-800 chat rooms and shit. You remember those shits? Yeah. It's exactly like that. Except like it's an app. Yeah, you know, you go on it, what's the name? You hop on, so you find your club or your people. You hop on every day. It can be 40 of y'all. It can be 10 of y'all.
So explain the rooms, like what the rooms are about.
They're about anything. Some of them are TED Talks. Some of them are inspirational. Some of them are just shoot the shit. A lot of the rooms I go to are just kind of shooting the shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know what? I use it as a palate cleanser.
Right.
You know, you ever been in a perfume shop and they give you the coffee beans to smell? Yeah. So, like, my life right now is a perfume shop. Right. I got kids, I got acting, I got businesses, and I got all types of shit just coming my way. And I go to Clubhouse to cleanse the palate. I go to Clubhouse just to not have a meeting with somebody, or not to talk about something serious, or not to talk about what's going on in my life. I go there and we talk about how, you know what I'm saying, if hamburgers came alive one day and ate us. Like, it's dumb as fuck. But for people who are on a more serious tip, it's a great way to network with people and to talk to people. How many times in a day I've probably talked to people who won Grammys or different celebrities or whatever, just sitting in there talking about how hamburgers will wake up one day and try to murder us. Yeah, I mean, it's good. You know, you can use it for good or for bad. Some people go in there. I know sometimes I used to use it to argue. Like, I get mad, and I'm already mad at the world. So I go in that bitch and pick a fight. I'll be like, let's go. Let's pick a fight about God. I don't care. I'm about to lay into your ass like a debate team. Right, you know what I'm saying? Just for shits and giggles. I woke up today and chose violence. Let's do it. But no, you know what I'm saying? But also, and that's the good part about it. And then there are also the bad parts about it. Because right now, people are kind of using it like a little Tinder. And I think people like
dating?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's, again, just think of you it's the same thing as you was in high school. You sit on the phone and talk to your girlfriend. Now, you on the phone, you on the app every day in a club with 6 or 10 people. Half of those people are Instagram models with 300,000 what's the name. Y'all talk every day. Y'all talk maybe 10 hours out of that damn day every day. Eventually, you'll start getting to know each other and passing along phone numbers. And now I'm in text groups and I'm on all types of lives and all these other things. And you start to build a connection with people and a voice, which is a good thing, but also a bad thing, because at the end of the day, it's still the internet. You don't know these people. You don't know if you're talking to a man that's sitting down right now with a dead body next to him. He's talking to you like a motherfucker with 3 dead bodies. You know what I'm saying? But you're connected with him because for the last month, you've talked to him a total of maybe 80 hours.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Non-stop. You wake up in the morning. I know most of us wake up in the morning. What up, guys? Good morning. Yeah. You know, and then at the end of the night, all right, guys, say hell. I do the Clubhouse walk of shame like every weekend when I'm on the Clubhouse and I fuck around and fall asleep like drunk as some shit because I just came back from one of these appearances and I'm on there. I wake up and I'm the only one in the room. I'm like, oh shit, I hope nobody noticed. I'm gonna brush my teeth and go breakfast. Go back to sleep.
So what you think about the OnlyFans? Are you a fan of it?
Teach his own. I mean, I think it's, again, used for good or bad. But, I mean, if you want to pay people to watch shit, and, you know what I mean? Watch me. But, you know what? It's a good idea. I don't think it's just used just for sex. Because even myself thought of, hey, you know, I could do a funny-ass cooking show. I mean, my cooking skills are awesome.
Right. I
mean, no. Well... But, you know, I could do a cooking show where I'm trying to follow Chef Ramsay shit all the time. That's always an adventure. Right. I think platforms like OnlyFans really open up to the creatives, not just people who want to do sex things. And even if you do want to do sex things, be creative about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, get on there every day with a mask and just start talking inspirational shit with your titties out. Like, you're the best man I've ever met in my entire life. You're a strong black king. You know what I'm saying? Get on there. Morning inspiration. You know what I'm saying? By Madam These Dicks. You know? Please don't put that in my interview. But, you know what? I mean, I'm glad that people are using their creativity for an avenue. And I think it spawns a lot of... it opens up a lot of different business avenues than our traditional. Right. I mean, of course, we need traditional, you know, things. We need people, welders, doctors, lawyers, you know, politicians, things like that. But everybody ain't cut out for that. Yeah. That's not everybody's walk of life. Sometimes people want to wake up and create. Right. And it doesn't necessarily have to be music. It doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, really even art shit. Right. If you want to wake up and just sit there every day, smoke weed, and tell people they look great for $2.99 a fucking hour, go right ahead. Go right ahead. Shit, teach his own, man. Shit, that's my plan, like, W. You know what I'm saying? I got A to B. That's like playing W. I'm just sitting there. I'm called OnlyFans therapist. I am. I'm gonna be an OnlyFans that don't y'all take my shit. No, OnlyFans therapist.
Oh man. So, all right, when it comes to the Instagram model, do you think the Instagram models, do you think a lot of them get too much praise for, because a lot of them don't really have a lot of talent. A lot of them just extra pretty. Mm-hmm. Or they have a nice body. Mm-hmm. And they show a lot of it. Mm-hmm. But do you feel like in the next 5 years, do you think that still be a thing? Because it's a big thing now.
All right. I'm going to put it like this to you. If y'all could praise Kim Kardashian and that whole little family and make them billionaires, you could get on the fucking Lala's Instagram and get her some coins too. Right. You ain't finna show love to these damn people for the last 15 years. And somebody got popular for sucking dick. Don't get me wrong. I love you, Kim. Right. You know what I'm saying? I love your family. Right. Y'all hustle is great. You know, Chris did a wonderful job at turning your shit, your frown upside down. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, if you gonna do it for them, you can do it for all the other ladies in the hood that's trying to make $1 too. And why not? It's the exact same thing as, I mean, it's like, I'm going to rephrase that. It's close to maybe being in a strip club or maybe doing burlesque or maybe doing any other, like pinup. Right. Remember, this is just the evolution of pinup, if you haven't noticed, right? Exactly. Playboy, Hustler. This is the evolution of that.
It's more open now.
Right, except that you don't go to a gas station where they got the black magazine bags and you got to try to peek through the side as a fucking kid to see, well, you know what I'm saying? You go on Instagram, you know? But at the end of the day, it's the evolution of it's our modern day pinups. I enjoy it. They had it in the 1940s. They had it in the 1930s, 50s, 60s, 70s. You know what I'm saying? And Hugh brought it in the 1970s with the Playboy and stuff.
Right.
And you know what I mean? Like, if you can see 1970s muff and not cringe, you can definitely look at some ass on Instagram.
Right.
And not judge.
Right. You know the crazy thing, you said something, piggyback what you said a few minutes ago. That was a good answer you said, because it also made me come up with a question, because it made me think, and it's actually, if you think about it, every black celebrity or every black person that had a sex tape,
okay,
it never went in the way they wanted it. But every white celebrity had a sex tape, they went to the top. Kim Kardashian.
Okay.
Paris Hilton. Paris Hilton.
When she did her sex tape, her fucking people snatched her back and threatened not to give her inheritance, bro. I don't think it went her way. I don't think it went her way at all.
But it did. Think about it. Okay, think of some black people that got some sex tape. R. Kelly.
Nigga, that's not sex tape. That's child porn.
That's child porn.
That's child porn.
That's child porn.
We can't count that. That is child porn, yo.
That's child porn.
Strike that from the interview.
Exactly. But you see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. Now, I don't really know too many celebrity sex tapes, so I'm pretty sure there's some out there.
There's a lot.
I think what makes Kim Kardashian's different than most celebrities is that her people around her, she had real support at her shit. I'm sure whatever it is she went through was horrible, because regardless of whether you're trying to make a buck or you not trying to make a buck, to have yourself out there at such a young age doing the shit she was doing on what's name, you know, she's trying to be the in crowd and be in there and be a celebrity and everything else. I don't think that people want to be celebrities in that way. You know what I'm saying? Because it could have went either way. You forever just known as a Monica Lewinsky. You know what I mean? And have your whole entire life just ruined. And for her, the difference between her and everybody else is that she had mega support with her and her parents, and her mother didn't let her fall and hit that ground. Her mother said, well, fuck that shit. Right. Just like with everything else that happens, let's take this publicity and make it into something else. Like, you ain't finna put yourself out there for fucking nothing. Right. And I understand, you know, it's her sacrifice shouldn't have been for, I didn't say sacrifice because it wasn't like it was fucking noble, but I'm gonna say her mistake. Her mistake, like we all make mistakes when we young. I mean, let's be honest. The majority of chicks and guys out there share nudes all damn day long. Go on Clubhouse right now. Offer $5 in a cash app. Somebody's gonna send you a dick pic. Okay?
Some people get it for free.
You get it for free. But you get it for free. You know what I'm saying? Or even a vagina. It doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is that we all do it. Kim, unfortunately, did it with somebody who was on a national stage. That had to be even worse. You know what I'm saying? So I look at the fact that it wasn't a phenomenon for her as much as it was, instead of her family shaming her and kicking her off to the side or threatening her or making her go away in obscurity like she was a teen who got pregnant in high school or some shit like that. Right. They went on ahead and said, no, we're going to face it dead on. We're going to turn this shit into something else. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I applaud her parents for doing that, because in that way it made a way not just for her, but her siblings and her children. You can't be mad at, you can't knock that hustle. Yeah, I mean, not the hustle. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
that's good hustle. But like I said, like piggybacking off that, it was different because who her father was also. He was an American hero to some. To some.
He got OJ off. I don't know if he was an American hero.
To some, not to me.
I mean, I don't think he did it, America. I'm gonna leave it at that.
You know what I'm saying? To some. But you know, but like I said, say like for instance, okay, you remember Family Matters, the show.
Yeah.
You remember Judy Winslow.
Yeah.
She did. She went to start doing, you know, adult tapes.
See, but that's different though. We talking about Kim didn't do adult tapes.
But listen,
okay, it's a difference between hooking up and voluntarily, that it's the difference between doing a Mimi and you and your boyfriend getting together. Y'all got a little camera, so y'all doing some shit, and all of a sudden your tape is now out there. That's a whole different situation. She didn't wake up and choose porn star. You know what I'm saying? But Judy woke up. I mean now, but Judy woke up and was like, I'm finna get this dick. I'm finna get this money. I don't really think it works out that way. I don't know. I mean,
that goes to my question. That answers my question. It doesn't go well when black folks do that. It doesn't go well.
Okay. Oh, okay. I don't really know because, again, I don't know too much. But it went well for Mimi ass.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did. No, she got all that little money.
She got roasted.
She was swinging from a shower rod.
And she ain't swinging off nothing now.
They was selling out of side rods every goddamn what in America.
People break their damn back trying to do that.
I was like, no, this bitch is nuts. And first off, what hotel was that? that they shower rod had to be extra bolted into the West End. They did. They had that installed because, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I was at the Hyatt Regency not too long ago, and I threw my towel over the thing, and that shit shook. So I know it wasn't in the Hyatt. I know. There's no fucking way it was at the Hyatt, yo. Her ass, they would have been in the hospital. The lies, bro. Man. The lies.
So, are you a Beyonce fan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Beyonce fan. See how he's scared. I'll be scared to say anything. I love Beyonce. I love Beyonce.
Oh. Hey, but
fuck yes, I'm a Beyonce fan of all my heart.
So I'm glad you say that. Okay, now we living in a time now where it's like your freedom of speech is kind of being taken away from you.
Why are you asking me questions about Beyonce? You could have used a different celebrity.
You know, so it's like we're living in now where it's time where it's like your opinion can get you in a lot of trouble.
Yes, I don't know why you're asking me about Beyonce, but please continue. Do continue.
So, you know, but in the same breath, they want you to have freedom of speech.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But then they try to censor it by telling you that you can only say certain things, certain ways, certain names should be not called.
Right, right.
Even the disciplinary of kids, you can't yell at them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No more. You gotta put them in timeout.
Yeah, put them in timeout. Yep.
Yeah. So whatever timeout is.
Yeah. I mean, you know what I mean?
So a lot of stuff done changed from when me and you was going.
You gotta get creative.
Yeah, you gotta be creative. So that leads me to this question: do you feel like, as a parent, do you feel like the way that we was raised and the way that we was brought up, do you feel like those teachings should be still? Do you feel like those teachings will work with the generation now? Or you feel like we would have...
They work with my kids. I don't know what the fuck y'all doing with y'all children. But I literally have the most well-mannered children in all of the world, okay? I have 2 teens and a little one, and they are the most well-mannered children ever, okay? They fear God and me, and that's how it should be. Next question, sir.
Yeah, so, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Just get into the acting. Okay. So you just finished up the wrap up. The wrap up, is it called a wrap up?
What?
The wrap up.
Oh, Rap Money.
Rap Money.
Yes. No. I just finished. Well, Rap Money. I think the show is on a little bit of like a hiatus still, so we haven't picked up the second part of filming. We wrapped up the first part though.
Yeah. Okay. And that's in Atlanta.
Yeah, that's in Atlanta.
That's in Atlanta. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What other projects and what other stuff you got coming up?
Okay, so I have the Reefer Project that's coming up. That's pretty dope. Literally. I have Lilith's Ball. That's another indie shot outside of Charleston, and I just landed a nice role for another film, a feature film in Atlanta. I got it today, so I can't really speak on it right now, but I got about 4 projects. So my spring and a little bit of my summer is definitely filling up fast. I'm booked. I'm busy. I'm back on my bullshit.
So what's your goal? Like, I know you say you want to work at Disney. Disney is one place you want to work at.
Yes.
And why you want to work with Disney? Because they got Marvel?
What? Yeah, well, I'm a nerd.
Yeah,
they got Star Trek too.
They got Star Trek too. Okay.
They got Star Wars. They got it all.
They got it all.
Okay, listen. I'm trying to work at the mothership. I don't got time to be playing these games. You get a lifetime job with Disney, all right? You know, you're going to get Disney.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
You're good. You know, no, I mean, it's been one of my favorite places, companies, things to go, from the memorabilia to the cartoons, the movies. Everybody got at least, I'm going to say 10, and I mean 10 movies that they, throughout their are at least a Disney movie.
Right.
You know, throughout their lives, that are some of their favorites, they're Disney movies.
Right. And you know the crazy thing about Disney movies is, like,
they the shit.
They the shit, for one. 2, black people don't know how racist they are.
Don't care.
And 3, they're classics.
They're classics. Absolute fucking classics.
I love them.
Listen.
I love them.
I don't pay attention to the racist undertones of Disney. You know what I'm saying? At Disney, you're not racist. Don't listen to this commentator. He don't know what he's talking about. Trying to get me out of a job. Fuck that. Fuck you, sir. Fuck you, sir.
But it's documented. I mean, you got to think, around that time when those cartoons came out, you got to think, they came out in the 40s. They came out probably earlier than that, but it was like 45.
So this what we do. You gonna ask me about Beyonce, and you gonna roll my chance with Beyonce and Disney in the same interview. Okay. I see where we're going with this. Okay.
Nah, but you gotta think though. You know, back then in those cartoons,
right?
They never showed colored people in those. If they did, it was always either butlers or they were maids.
Right.
Then they never showed the face. You always saw them in lazy gear.
Right.
I call it.
Right.
Bedroom slippers, apron,
gown,
which is not a surprise.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, even because it was a problem that, you can look it up, they got boycotted a lot because they used to use black people as scarecrows in the movie Jungle Book. Right. And monkeys. Mm-hmm. Which, I love Jungle Book. Jungle Book is like one of my favorites. Okay.
Dumbo and those motherfucking racist ass. I ain't never seen an elephant fly. I still fuck with that movie.
Hell yeah.
I don't care.
That's my shit.
Don't scare.
That's my shit. But it's like, as a kid, you grow up, those be some class, and you get older, you like, hey, fuck it, I don't give a damn what's attached to it. Hey, it is what it is. But
I think people need to understand the context, the tone, and most importantly, the time.
Right.
You can't change the time of what people thought about people then. You can't hate it. It's part of who makes us who we are.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not throwing away every piece of history and every piece of everything because it was ugly. If that's the case, I'd throw at a lot of aunts and uncles and cousins.
That's a real shit. Oh my God.
I mean, but
that's facts.
You can't help. Human beings are family. You cannot help who your family is a lot of times. You don't always gotta like them. You don't always gotta love them. But this what you got. It's the history on what we have.
Right.
It can't be bad to see where we come from to see where we at right now. It can see where we can learn from and try not to make that. But that was the time then. Right. The same way you talked about our generation and the type of discipline we used back then, that was the time.
Right.
This is a different time.
Right.
It's not what we did back then might not necessarily work for everybody now.
Right.
And people look at it and think, oh, you're offensive, or you're this and you're that. That's just the time.
Right.
It is what it is. I mean, people grow and evolve. It only becomes a problem when that time lasts an eternity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where it never changes, it never moves, it stays still, it stays the same, it stays small-minded and little.
Right.
And as a company, That was the fucking time. It was
time.
1940s.
Right.
They didn't like Jews, black people, Irish people. They didn't like Asians. They didn't like everybody. 1940s, they put Asians in internment camps in the United States. 1940s, they killed millions of Jews. It wasn't exactly the time of morality. So I'm gonna give Disney a pass on fucking the portrayal of black people. If that's all we had to deal with in 1940, you know, they had the Tuskegee Airmen. They had a lot of shit going on. Disney was probably the least of my fucking Steamboat Mickey was the least of our fucking worries.
Right.
At the end of the day, it is the time. People need to let go, let God, and realize that the same way we individually grow as people, as a society, we individually grow as a society.
Right. That's fact. We all in a recycle bin. I say because it's like, you know, this whole pattern that we in is a pattern that we just been put into once we were born. Like, you know, same thing when we were younger. Our parents didn't like the type of music we listen to. They didn't like the type of clothes we wear. Right. They didn't like the type of way we acted because during their time it was a different time. Yeah. You know, shit, rap wasn't even really out like that for them. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, yeah. I feel like everything now.
Everything changes.
The recycle bin.
Yeah, everything changes. People evolve. People grow. People are fucking mad about shit that happened 200 years ago. You mad about shit that happened in the 1940s. You mad at shit that happened fucking last Tuesday. Bitch, get in line. I'm mad about something that happened November 8th. But grow up. Move on. It's gonna be okay. You can't change shit that happens. I can't change anything I said about Beyonce 30 seconds ago. I'm fucked. It is what it is. I'm just kidding. But at the end of the day, like, get over that shit. Move on. Right. Because otherwise you're going to be stuck in a tar just like the rest of the dinosaurs and your ass is going to die there.
Yeah, you ain't going to be able to adapt to it.
You're not going to be able to adapt. Too angry. Being angry at shit you can't change. That's like the number one thing they say when you're in fucking rehab and you be able to get over your shit. You know, what's the Serenity Prayer? You know what I'm saying? What is it? Help me to
help the things I cannot solve.
To accept the things I cannot change and change the things I can. Yeah. And that's it. Right. The thing is that people try to do it on a society, like a social level, and it's like you can make improvements to what you got now. Right. The rest of that, that's over with. Yeah. I can't be mad at it.
I mean, we only here to control a certain amount of flock. Meaning that, you know, what I mean by, like, all of us, we have a certain demand over a certain amount of people. Mm-hmm. Certain number of people. I look at it like, you ever seen them games, like, them computer games, like Warcraft? Right. And when you got to build, like, little villages and shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we all have our own single demand in life of where some of us have more leadership points than some. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I feel like what you were saying, like, it has to show, a lot of stuff have to change with the new age, like with us. Right.
And it will. That's the way nature is. If not, we'd be all around here in Jesus sandals still living in stone huts. The fuck?
I'm glad that shit
right? Because the year of the air conditioning needs to be the year of celebration. Let me tell you something. The most important invention in this world was the AC. Okay. I don't give a fuck. Fight me on it.
You think that was the most important one?
Bruh.
Out of everything in the world, you think the most important invention of all time is the air conditioner?
You been here in Georgia in the heat? Yeah. No. Have you railed in a car in Florida in the heat? Yeah. Okay. It's the most important invention of the world, Craig.
Roll that window down.
You hear me? Fuck that window. You know what? You ever been... I mean, really, it's like all the air. It's like the aerodynamics of the car takes the air and goes past the windows. Motherfucker. And be like, oh, shit, it's 110. I'm not getting nothing. What you gotta do is you gotta create like a suction vacuum effect where you roll down one in the front and then the one in the back so you get the crosswind to come through. Now, fuck that. I want an air conditioner. No. I say it to this day. It's the reason why people in hotter countries start fighting. It's because it's hot as fuck and it's uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah.
I've never been so angry than when I rode in a hot car.
So Georgia, did Georgia got the most terrible weather to you? The more confusing? What's the most confusing weather? Like place you've been in had the most confusing weather?
Arizona.
Where the weather is too hot.
It was weird. Super fucking hot. The first time I ever seen snow in my life was in Arizona, of all fucking places. I'm looking at the desert and I'm outside like I got the trees that look like they've been burned and then there's snow on the fucking ground. I was like, what the hell? And then in the summertime, it's so goddamn hot that you just wish so much that you just wasn't just... It's a lot. I don't understand how. I don't get it. Like, I don't understand why people live there. Like, come to close the whole fucking state down, like, forever. I'm sorry, Arizona. I love you.
It's too hot, huh?
It's amongst the other shit. It's so weird. It's so weird.
So you don't know how to dress.
Yeah, you don't know how to fuck to dress. It's weird. I mean, don't get me wrong. Arizona as a state, yo, it's really nice. But that was some confusing ass weather. Georgia can be too. When I was at Fort Stewart, I have watched it myself. Stand across the street and watch it fucking rain on one side of the street. We used to be like, come and look at this. Look at this shit here. It is literally raining on the other side of the street.
I've seen that before. Georgia got some weird shit.
Yeah, Georgia's got some weird shit.
Georgia also got this weather where it's like, you might see somebody wear shorts because, like, the wind is blowing cold on top half of the park, but the bottom half hot as a motherfucker. So you ain't caught that before?
No, I don't. Well, that's kind of like a Florida thing, I think.
Oh, Florida like that?
I don't know. Yeah, I believe so. I believe so. That's what I'm saying. Listen. The most important thing invented was central air and heat. Period, poo.
So what about when the winter hit and then that
central air and heat?
You just added heat.
But that goes with air conditioning because the same way I blast that A, when the winter comes, I've been that bitch.
You can't have both.
And then fuck that, fuck you, fuck anybody who says that's not true. People die because they don't have air and heat and stuff. So I can only imagine how it was without greenhouse gases fucking it up for everybody too. You know what I mean? Right. How many deaths happened in the summer in Georgia in 1950? Holy shit.
Right.
But they probably acclimated, you know what I mean?
Right.
But we're not. We're not.
So let me ask you a question. So when you were younger, what was like your favorite restaurant that you used to go to, that you used to love going to when you were younger?
McDonald's.
Now, is McDonald's your favorite now?
Restaurant?
Fast food restaurant.
First off, I'm not a child. No, okay.
Fast food restaurant.
Favorite fast food restaurant.
McDonald's was yours as a child.
I would love to say McDonald's again, but
customer service sucks.
If you go on to my Instagram, I got this whole angry ass message about McDonald's and their goddamn ice cream machine.
What happened?
I'm like,
it never works. 3
trillion people served, guy. 8 trillion burgers made in a year. They're worth $3 billion, and they fucking machine don't work.
Works.
I don't understand it.
If anybody that watches and work at McDonald's, why y'all machine never works?
They ice cream machines is like the fucking what do you used to call those cars back in the day? What are those cars called? The Chevy Nova? They're like their ice cream machines are the Kias of the fucking of the fast food world, man. They're
in the middle of the day.
Remember when Kia used to have such shitty ass cars back in the day? That's McDonald's ice cream machines. The fucking Kias of the fast food world. Right.
And the customer service so terrible. They either sad, depressed.
Yeah. But you know what though? That's only here. Because when you go to other places, like you go to Japan, they serve you McDonald's with a smile on their face. And then McDonald's is amazing. I've never had fast food so clean and so good in my entire life. Not only that, you can get a shrimp burger, like a patty with like fresh shrimp in this shit with like this great ass, like I don't know what type of sauce it is on that shit.
Bussin'.
What? All the fries are perfectly placed inside the thing like a commercial, and they hand it to you, and they be like, "Arigato." I was like, "Oh yeah!" I used to spend like 5,000 yen there, like every other day.
But you get the American burger. You see the commercial. The American burger.
I got one today.
The American burgers be fine as fuck.
I ordered a double cheeseburger and only had one slice of cheese. Fuck you, McDonald's. Fuck you and your shit, man.
The American burgers be fine as fuck.
No, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, though. I mean, the food in America is... The food in America is good. America's like... If the world was a refrigerator... America is the junk food portion of the refrigerator / the leftovers from Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still good. Fuck your guts up all day long. I mean, turn your insides out, but it's so delicious all at the same time. Your auntie put them foot in them fucking American yams. But, yeah. You know, I fucks with favorite fast food restaurant. I'm going to have to say right now, as a grown-ass adult, Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A is the best.
Chick-fil-A. I discovered that little Chick-fil-A challenge online where you add the nuggets, it's like nuggets, the macaroni and cheese, the french fries, and you put the buffalo wing sauce, and you add ranch to that shit.
Oh, perfect heaven.
Change your life forever. You don't even have to smoke. I get like a kid-sized meal and I dump all that shit into a plate. I have my kids eating it. They're like, "Oh my God, Mom, this shit is..." I'm like, right? It's delicious. Right. I don't know who discovered that, but they did a good service.
Right. Yeah. So have you ate at every would you say that you've ate at every fast food?
I have not eaten at every, but I've tried quite a bit. You know, even the other one, Jack in the Box, Whataburger, Whataburger, however you call it. The regular schmegler food chains that be on the side of the damn highway, you know, every which way.
Okay.
And then, I mean, the best food come from the small mom and pop shit. You know, that greasy ass burger you can only get at Red Snack Shack in motherfucking St. Petersburg. Right. Woo! And the fucking triple thick milkshake that you be like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You can't even get like that. Fuck yeah. Ain't nothing like a fucking burger from there and a strawberry milkshake.
Okay. Alright, so do this little quick game, fast food challenge. Alright, so what it is, I'm going to say a fast food restaurant. You give me the pros and the cons of it. Like the pros meaning that what's...
Damn, you trying to fuck my fun sponsorships up too.
So
I don't know about this there interview.
Okay.
You have to scrub this one.
First fast food restaurant.
Okay.
Crystals.
Ugh. Fucking A. The pros, the food is finger sized. It's really good for sneaking in the movies, yo. You could stuff an entire Crystals buffet inside of a purse.
But you gotta eat those, and you gotta eat Crystal burgers.
You gotta
first 5 minutes.
Well, okay, so that was my con, right? Anything past 6 minutes, throw that shit out the window. Throw it out the fucking window. That's why you gotta eat the burger in one whole bite. Once you get like the 4, you gotta gobble them shits up, because no, bro, that shit get cold. It gets fucking lukewarm, and it's a problem. The bread's already wet. It's like they pull the patty out of water and they stick it on the bread. I'm just like, what kind of pickle jar y'all pull this patty out of? It's delicious though. I ain't even gonna lie, delicious as fuck. Next one. Fucking pickle jar patties, Crystal burgers, pickle jar patties.
Checkers.
Fuck yes. But Checkers got the best French fries for all of the fast food restaurants. I don't even fuck Chick-fil-A. The best French fries come from Checkers.
Right.
Cons. Every nigga in America worked the back grill of Checkers.
That's true.
You don't know what you're gonna get.
That's true.
You don't know what you're gonna get. Stick to the fries, get a strawberry goddamn soda, and be done with it.
Be done with it. Get your fries.
Your Big Beautiful finna come out fucked up if J.Paul back to that bitch and he been smoking.
Well, you gonna get the big Bernie or some shit, boy.
You hear me? You ain't getting the Big Beautiful, you're getting the Big Bernie. That's it. You're going to get what the fuck they give you. And you're going to shut the fuck up. You're going to like it. Yeah.
Dairy Queen.
Oh, see, I just had a hot dog from the other night. Dairy Queen is okay. Okay, Dairy Queen's ice cream and shit, they blizzards and stuff, they good. Yeah. They real tasty and shit. Dairy Queen after 8 o'clock. Notice, if you're at 8:15, they will not turn this thing over because that shit'll just be milk. They won't. Dairy Queen loses all its luster after 8. Yeah, it just be milk. It's just milk and toppings. Chocolate milk with pecans in the motherfuckers. Yeah. Oh, Dairy Queen get lazy after 8. I'm sorry, DQ. I'm sorry. So bad. It's like they be cleaning the ice cream machine and they just give you what's in that bitch. Oh, man.
All right, last one. Sonic.
What to say about Sonic? Sonic.
It's a love and hate thing.
I go there for the ocean water. I'm going to give about 3 pros for Sonic. I go there for the ocean water. And then I realize I get French toast sticks, a hot dog, a corn dog, and possibly some like potato tots or whatever. Like it's a breakfast, lunch, fast food of fucking gut shots all day long. They got a lot going on in their menu. I like that Sonic do kind of change their shit up, but they got a lot more drink varieties. I like that. You know what I'm saying? I love that. They ocean water. I'm about to give me an ocean water after this. They ocean water is the truth. Right. Now, Sonic. Sonic has the nastiest hamburgers known to man. If you do not get the hot dog or the breakfast, no. Yeah, Sonic hamburgers. It's like chewing on a belt. Sonic, you think so? Belt with cheese. Belt with cheese? Belt with cheese. I don't know, man. Sonic hamburgers smell like, taste like somebody wiped that shit with their ass, threw it in some damn paper, and was like, just like it's just like the person who made that sound when they gave it, get that shit, you know what I'm saying? They do not make their food with love, my guy. They do not make their food with love. Right. But the ocean water, good. It's fucking amazing. Bonus. It's an American classic.
Here's one more bonus.
Okay.
Subway.
Eat fresh, man. Subway is good. Subway. It is. Eat fresh. Subway is really good. I fucks with Subway. They been trying to switch it up. You know what I'm saying? They done add a little shit to the menu. I see now they done got fancy and added tzatziki sauce and shit.
You can they got a new sauce?
Yeah, you get a little tzatziki sauce all over your shit if you want to. You know what I'm saying?
So you think Subway got the best subs out of Subway?
Fuck no. Publix got the best subs. But I don't even. But no, fuck that. No.
What about Blimpie?
No, Publix. Now, if we were going for what's name, I would say Balladino's, Blimpies. I mean, Publix is in a stratosphere. Okay, that's like fucking with the. You know what I'm saying? That's Publix is a legend, right? That's the Kobe Michael Jackson.
Like the Ric Flair.
I mean, yeah. That's the Kobe Michael Jordan fucking. Right. You know what I mean? You can't touch them. They over there. They over there somewhere. But the rest of the restaurants definitely be like Baldino's, you know what I'm saying, Blimpies, your neighborhood bodega, Thielen, Subway. You know what I'm saying? You only go to Subway because it's connected to the gas station on which you stopped and you use nothing else but McDonald's and Burger King. Yeah, your stomach hurt. But Subway is pretty good. I mean, the food is pretty fresh. The restaurants are usually pretty clean. That's some pros. The cons is it all tastes the same with Subway. You know, no matter how many combinations you get, it's the same taste to the sandwich.
You can get a steak, chicken.
And it all tastes the same. I've had everything on the menu, including breakfast, and it still tastes the same. How your breakfast tastes like an Italian sub? Huh? That don't even make no sense. It looks like I'm probably going to be eating fresh for their commercial.
That don't even make no sense at all. That don't make no sense at all.
That don't make no sense. But they're good. They're good.
Yeah. So, what you think about the new Marvel movies? Like, do you feel like the new Marvel movies going to be any good? You know, since the Avengers or after they killed Thanos, stuff like that. Do you feel like the new wave of new movies going to be decent?
Yeah, the best thing about comics is that they never end.
Right.
They can always be picked up, recreated, because they're fictional. They're fictional characters. They can go anyway. They can be in any universe in any ways. They're cartoons at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And the life that they're given and storylines that they're given are ever changing. Superman's had 15 different actual storylines, and Batman too. Most of them had. I mean, but outside of the movies, this is just in the comics. They've had half the characters have died 30 fucking times in a piece.
It's like a soap opera.
Yeah, it is. It's a never-ending soap opera with superpowers. You know what I'm saying? Instead of the young and the restless, you know what I'm saying? You got the fucking, I don't know, the Bat and the Joker. You know what I mean? Right. Yeah.
That's one question. We was talking about this, and I had a group on, and I was interviewing them, and they were saying that they don't believe, or they don't understand. Well, one of them didn't understand that how in the hell Superman get his ass beat by Batman, but can't beat the Joker.
Wait, Batman can't beat the Joker?
No, he was like, Batman beat Superman one time, a couple times.
Yeah.
But he can never stop the Joker. Like, he'll beat the Joker's ass, but then Joker's always back to get his ass whooped. But it's like,
you know what? You know how? Okay, that's how this is. It's like Nah, I ain't gonna compare it to that. It's too controversial. Okay. Joker's like a country that doesn't believe in the Geneva Convention. Yeah?
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Batman is America, right?
Right.
America, or is any one of those, Europe, whatever. Right. You know what I'm saying? They believe in that war has rules. All right? And so they stick by it. They try to be honorable, try to be noble. Okay. Superman is one of those countries. He believes nobility, honor, and everything else. War has rules. Right. The Joker don't give a fuck. The Joker gonna put a bullet through your kid's head and did something. Right. You know what I'm saying? Whereas they're too noble to do so. Therefore, they could eventually fight each other and just beat each other off of pure brawn and off of pure just smarts, and just, it's a fair fight, but it's a noble fight. Right. Whereas the Joker play dirty. Period. Right. It's hard to see where he coming from. It's hard to understand that he ain't finna come down here and talk to you about some shit. He's gonna kill an entire bus full of fucking people while you're trying to save them, and you're never gonna win because he's willing to step over the line of no return every time, which makes him a worthy and great opponent. Right. Very unpredictable. Right. Superman, for his greatest he is completely and utterly predictable.
Superman doesn't have smarts as a Batman.
I don't think that's not true, because
So you saying Superman got smarts as Batman?
I'm gonna say they're both intelligent. The only thing that puts Batman over Superman is the fact that he has money. I mean, Superman technically doesn't need money because he's a fucking alien. But, Batman's got money to invent whatever. All the shit that he invented, according to the comic, came from Wayne Enterprises anyway. He's got a think tank of scientists inventing this shit. It ain't like he went to nobody said Batman built the Batmobile. He just has one. Right. How the fuck he get a Batmobile? Right. And even in his fucking Bat cave, he just wired together 8,000 televisions and a soundboard. Like, who the fuck is this nigga's IT? You know what I'm saying? He's got a whole IT tech.
He's nice.
You know?
He got a whole defense system.
He's got a whole defense system by brain babies.
I know Alfred ain't goddamn,
Alfred ain't did shit. Alfred be in there cleaning the keyboards off and shit. He did nothing. Superman be over there eating Doritos in his keyboard.
But I'm saying, it takes.
Batman.
The reason I say they're a lot smarter than Superman, because when you don't have no powers at all, you just got money. You gotta think more.
Well, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that Superman is unintelligent because he's not smarter than Bruce Wayne. Right. I'm just saying that yes, it does take the intelligence to come up with the things that Bruce comes up with, but Bruce ain't by himself. He ain't built that shit. You know, he ain't he not no Tony Stark.
Well, he a selfish motherfucker because he don't talk about his team. We don't talk about his
architect. He ain't no Tony Stark.
He don't talk about his architect.
Well, it's a secret. The whole goddamn thing. He not supposed to, right? He probably kill him once they make some shit like the dude at Taj Mahal.
No, he's not Tony Stark.
He's not Tony Stark.
Right.
Tony Stark, you know, we see him inventing his suit and his everything. He's a scientist. That's what he does. Right. The one thing we don't see about Batman's superpower is wealth. And the fact that he can be a very clever businessman and that can translate into, because he can predict people in business the way you would normally, like real villains. He can actually predict the shit that's going on with villains and see, you know what I'm saying, the bad and know how to counter that shit like a good business deal. And he's got never-ending funds to be able to do so. But you don't ever see him working on the Batmobile. You see Tony Stark tuning shit up all day. All day. Yeah. If he ain't out there fighting, he over there with Jarvis doing the most.
Right.
I'm just
and I mean, this man.
The fact that I even noticed.
This man just creates a marble-sized reactor or some shit.
Right. So then, now there is a fight. Batman and Tony Stark. That's a fight.
Which I think Batman will lose.
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey, because you can't throw no fucking Batarang or none of that shit at no fucking armor. And especially the new armor he got. Especially the new armor.
I don't know. I mean, then again, unlike the thing with Batman is that Batman's got more experience than Tony when it comes to fighting others. He's got more combat experience. He's seen it all, done it all, been there, down to the littlest thug, to the fucking, the biggest guy or whatever. So what I think Batman definitely, it would be a really interesting and good match. Right. Yes. Right. I think it'll be one of the most level matches in comic book history to me.
Okay. So. Alright. So before we slide off on NewbieVeT, is there how can they get in contact with you for booking? And is there any love you want to shout out?
Yeah, so contact me on Instagram. It's callme_Alona, ALONA, or you can hit me up on Facebook. It's Alona Guillory, GUILLORY. You can either hit the email button or you can shoot me a DM in either one. I would like to shout out my family and my friends for hanging in there with me and supporting me. Shout out to CTC for, bringing me back to the stage. I'd also just like to shout out to my fans or whatever for just hanging in there while I needed some downtime to gather myself back together again. I just want to thank everybody. So this year is going to be no more condolences and it's going to be all congratulations. So